Hey guys, this is John with Entropic RC, and I'm here to bring you an unboxing video for the new LaTrax Teton, or Teton, however it is that you actually say it. I want to say it's named after a mountain, or mountains, something along those lines, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure someone will correct me. Now, I prefer and kind of gravitate towards some of the smaller stuff. And 1/18 scale, 1/16, things of that nature. It just doesn't get a lot of respect, it doesn't get a lot of interest from people that are serious in the hobby. I mean, most people that buy this buy it for their kids or, grandkids, whatever, and don't really pay them a lot of attention, even though they can kind of kick ass. I mean, very fast, they can be very capable. And based on the feature list that I've looked up and read about and some of the things that I've seen about it, this looks like a very capable little truck. Now, I'm going to see how it kind of stacks up against some of my other small stuff, and I'm not sure how well you can see behind me or not. But I have a HPI Mini Recon I call the Teeny Bean. It's got aftermarket shocks on it, a little bigger rims and tires. It's a fun little truck. And next to that is a low-C Raminator, which I'm still working on, kind of project mode. Looking forward to getting that done. And if anyone from low-C happens to be watching this, that name is horrible. Like, I don't know what you were thinking or why you did that, but that's not what I would name a truck. There are other things that I might use that name for, but not so much an RC truck, just in case you guys want to work that out. Hello, and we have a cat. I'm not reviewing or unboxing him, but I'm about to put him outside where he'll live for the rest of his miserable little life. Get off from the table. Thanks. His name was Fuzzy Danger, for those of you who care. Now, the price point on this falls around $140, $150, kind of in that vicinity. And that's definitely a little bit more than you're going to pay for stuff like the Mini Recon or like the Helion Dominus or Animus or whatever. Don't buy those. Don't do it. Just don't. Not the Mini Recon, it's fine. Like it. Helion stuff, no, don't buy it. Just don't do it. I warned you. But anyway, it comes in a little bit more pricey than that, but you will see where your money goes with the feature list on this. It's full ball bearings, which is much better than the other ones, which are kind of a, bushing ball bearing mess. You get sealed front and rear gear differentials in this, and it's a hell of a lot better than having to deal with ball diffs and stuff like that. They've got a longer lifespan, hell of a lot easier to maintain. Very nice feature to have. The entire driveline on it is pretty much waterproof, as are the electronics. So if you're going to bash it, and I cannot imagine why you would buy this and not bash it, you know that a little bit of mud, a little bit of water are not going to destroy it. I mean, I wouldn't recommend driving it through a lake and calling it a boat, but I mean, it can take some water. Now, it kind of falls in the center area. Like I said, I touched on some of the cheaper ones before. I think there's an ECX Ruckus and Torment also that fall around the $100 range. And they're pretty nice little trucks, though. They really are. They're good trucks for the money, too. But you can actually step up a little higher if you really want. And the Raminator back here is like 180, 190. It's a lot more expensive. It's definitely worth it. That thing has some crazy features. But this little guy for the money is a lot of truck in that 140, 150 range, and that's kind of why I wanted to get it. It's just all right. I guess we're about ready to get into the unboxing. We're going to adjust the camera to give you guys a little bit better view, and then we'll get to it. All right. Well, before we get to the actual unboxing and everything, I've got my little toolkit here just in case I need it. Got a little hobby knife and a few other odds and ends. This is a great little kit. If you see one out, I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. It's just got little double-ended drivers and stuff like that. Very, very nice. Keep a bunch of crap in it. It's excellent. All right, now onto the truck itself, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't like the box. I just don't. It's pretty, nice graphics and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's not, to me, it's not a very good presentation. The big viewing window and everything is very reminiscent of kind of like a, I don't know, Radio Shack vibe. I just don't dig it. This is a kind of a quality truck, by all accounts, and I don't know. The box just makes it look a little more like a toy than I would like to. But, I mean, other than that, it's nice. Like I said, printing is nice. Pretty pictures. Everyone likes pretty pictures. There's words for those of us that can read. I don't know how many of us that is, but I can. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'll grab my hobby knife and we'll start tearing it open. This is the first time I've done this, so I have no idea what's in the box. I certainly assume there's a truck in there, but other than that, not entirely sure. So, yeah. this open here. Yay, cardboard. Top, okay. Comes out like a little shelf thing. Fantastic, how convenient. Okay. Let's see what we got here, then I'll kind of go over it for you guys in front of the camera a little bit, or try. Not sure how visible that is. Alright. First off, we have a little pack of batteries and stuff here, it looks like. It's nice that they included the AA's because I'm cheap, lazy, and forgetful, so I never would have gone out and gotten them myself. I would have paid a bunch of money for a truck I never drove. Simply because of the AA's, I swear. And then we have some other mystery box with, wall charger. Wall charger. I would assume most of us will not be using this. It's nice that it has it, you know, I guess if you're getting it for like a relative or somebody that's not really into the hobby and might not have a nicer charger. I have a Dynamite Teton, I don't know the model number. But, you know, it's good that it's got it though. I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. Set that off to the side. Remove the trash and junk. Like I said, AA's. Let's see what else do we have here. We'll get to the truck last. How about that? Alright, we have a little quick start guide here, which I assume is also, yeah, how to set it up, how to turn it on, and all that stuff. Don't know if it has, yep, there we go, good. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but it does have exploded in parts diagrams and stuff like that. All the parts have their parts numbers, which is excellent. So that's really good. It's a nice little resource. And oddly enough, some just don't come with this stuff. I don't know why. It'll have the basic setup, but then trying to find part numbers is like pulling friggin' teeth. But, you know, anyway, nice little book. Hooray, book. Again, for those of us that can read. Alright, let's see. The remote and everything is in here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that was easy. Alright. This looks like pretty standard fare. You know, just a 2.4 remote. It's, I don't know. Nothing special. Trigger feels kind of nice though. You know, it's not too loose or anything like that, but I mean, obviously there's not much heft to it. It doesn't have batteries in it, obviously, and that doesn't help matters, but I mean, it's just a cheap little remote, you know? I mean, it's a $150 truck with a remote, and I don't expect anything superb. Kind of weird though, like I don't see any, There's a setting for throttle trim here. Or no, steering trim, I'm an idiot. See, there's that reading thing that I touched on earlier. But yeah, so we have steering trim. I don't see throttle trim or much of anything else. Okay. I don't know why that is, but hey, whatever, right? I'm sure that people who know more than me know why there are no adjustments on this remote. Got a little foam thing on the little turning wheel. The wheel does not move much though. Like it's, I don't know, very little throw. I don't know how much I like that. And these are just first impressions, you know, so don't take anything I say too end of the world serious, but I mean, I don't know if you can see how little this moves left and right, but I don't know. But whatever. Moving along. Little remote. Alright. Now to the purpose of this whole thing, the truck itself. Now let me figure out how this is fastened in here. See, they're sneaky and they use these stupid little twist ties to enrage me. Cut that. That was my Triumph music for those of you that are listening. Alright, so here we go. I guess, you know, the purpose of this entire video was to see this, and now we've seen it. Fantastic. Anyway, it's got a nice look to it, though. Like, I mean, it looks pretty cool. It was supposed to be blue. I don't know why mine is orange, but it is. You know, it's whatever. But, yeah, so, you know, it's orange. I'm not entirely sure why. But anyway, I don't know, the body's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Telluride look, you know, if you're familiar with the Traxxas Telluride. It's got sort of a Jeep vibe to it, too. I mean, it looks pretty neat. I like it. It's not the greatest looking thing in the world, but it does look, it's fitting. It is definitely rugged and appropriate, you know, for what the truck is and what it's meant to do. it seems to be decent. Like the thickness and everything, it doesn't feel too terribly cheap. You get some of these that are just so paper thin. So I think this is actually somewhere in the middle between my Recon body and the body for the Raminator. The Raminator is damn near a hard plastic body. That thing is so thick. This is kind of falls in the middle. Hopefully, if they don't already, I haven't really looked, they'll end up with some other body options and some clear ones, so those of us who like to paint this stuff can kind of, do whatever. But the regular graphics are okay. Not super enthused about it, but, it's whatever. And, let's see, let's take a look. I guess I need those. Take a look underneath the body and kind of see what we're dealing with here. Yay, parts. Alright. So here we go. Yeah, battery's already mounted in. I'm sure you guys can see it, but it's got a little bitty battery tray here, held in with another little clip, so it doesn't look too difficult. Let's pull that out. Just kind of take a look here, see what we got. Okay, so that just kind of lifts up. Is that how that works? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Ah, got it. Okay, so that lifts up. Battery pack comes out, 1200 milliamp. It's not a bad looking little chassis. I mean, I don't know, the blue plastic looks a little toyish, a little cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. I mean, it feels fine. But just kind of the initial look with the blue and the red, that sort of thing, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It just doesn't look like super impressive, to me anyway. But it looks pretty good all around, though. I mean, like, everything seems to be fairly beefy for a small truck. I mean, like, this, the thickness and everything like that. The weight of it's pretty good, too. Like, when you pick it up, it does have a little bit of heft, for its size. We have little teeny tiny fluid-filled shocks. And I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. And this is in no way reflective of Traxxas or their quality or anything like that. It's not meant like that at all. But I'm going to go ahead and guess that very, very shortly after I drive this for the first couple of times, these shocks are going to essentially be exhausted. Every time I deal with, and I've been messing around with these 1/18 scales for a while now, every time I deal with the plastic or, composite or whatever body, little teeny tiny shocks, they are essentially abso-friggin-lutely worthless. They run out of, the fluid just leaks out of every orifice. They break, bend, crack, and generally just fail to impress me or even function, really. So, again, this is just me talking. I don't have anything to back this opinion up. I just have a really funny feeling that these, since they look just as all the others, they're going to be the first thing to go. But hopefully, there will be some aftermarket shock options if there aren't already. But again, they probably already have aftermarkets, or at least they're planned. And since these look like every other set of shocks like this, I'm sure there's something that can be adapted over. Yeah, so there's that. Now this, I don't care for this. Just notice this: the tires don't have inserts in them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess for traction and grip and stuff, that's fine. I just prefer inserts. But but I mean, they're not glued down. So if you want to add inserts, I'm sure you're welcome to. The rims look kind of cool, though. I like that. For those of us that like to hand paint stuff, I'm sure that there could be some detailing done to make them look a little bit better. But yeah, so first impressions, I mean, of the chassis and everything is, I mean, it's nice. It's pretty much kind of what I was expecting. It's nothing super surprising, good or bad, which is fine. I mean, I was expecting a nice little truck, and this looks like a nice little truck. And how in the hell does this go in there? Ah, there we go. You just gotta snap it in and put it back. Yeah, battery's easy to get in and out, so that's nice. I will be changing these for Dean's ends at some point, but yeah. This is the LaTrax electronic speed control, easy set, blah, blah, blah. It's waterproof, which is excellent. Not sure how you can see the little teeny tiny steering servo down here in the corner. Pretty, like I said, it's pretty standard fare. Same with the motor. It doesn't have a sticker on it, so maybe it doesn't look as cool as some motors, but it's same thing in the end. But you know, I like the bumpers. It's got kind of hefty, thicker bumpers front and rear, which is going to help because I will run this into trees. And I do drive a lot of my vehicles off of flights of stairs. I don't know why, I just do. And bumpers are always helpful. This, I don't know about this. I mean, it's just a body mount, so it's not like a critical piece, but as thin and as tall as it is, I expect that that'll be a break point. But again, I don't know. That's just me, you know, just kind of guessing. So let's flip it over and kind of take a look at the bottom here. Absolutely nothing special here. One thing I do like is you'll notice, I'm sure those of you are familiar with these, a lot of times the chassis and stuff have a cutout right here where the gear comes through just a little bit. This has a little indent. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got a little indent for the gear, but it's not cut out or anything, so it maintains that, you know, waterproof kind of mentality and functionality, so you can just beat the tar out of it and you're fine. The A-arms, they look okay. Okay, it's exposed shaft, which I've never seen before, but you know, I don't know. All in all, I mean, I think it's a nice little truck, and I look forward to getting to kind of drive it and play around with it. And hopefully I'll have a follow-up video to this one with an actual review and of its performance and stuff like that. But anyway, I mean, thanks guys for watching. You know, if you have any comments or questions or suggestions or anything like that, just, you know, hit me up in the comments below. And I just asked the internet for its opinion, and there's no telling what in the hell's going to happen there. But anyway, you know, have a good night, guys.